We read Catcher in the Rye, and our main character, whom we are focusing on, is Holden. Because our group has 3 people, we decided to complete this assignment a bit differently.
As we were reading Catcher in the Rye, we noticed that the character Holden has many different types of personalities. 3 of his main personalities are the love of his sister, his childishness, and his hatred of the phony adult world.
So Holden is basically having a conversation with himself about his warring interests as he tries to find his place in society as well as his personal beliefs.
I'm Holden's hatred of the adult world and phoniness.
This is Mr. Puffy, and we're Holden's childishness.
And I'm Holden's love of his little sister, Phoebe.
Hey guys! This is so exciting.
I guess. It is better talking to you than the phonies at my school.
Yes, there's no one like Phoebe to talk to.
Now, why did you have to bring that up?
You only don't like thinking about her because she's not with you. Your parents send you away, while she spends her time at home. She also reminds you of Allie, and you can never get him out of your head, no matter how much you care. Maybe you try even harder because you cared about him.
Please stop fighting. I can't stand when people fight and yell at each other.
I'm getting away from this school. I'm getting away from people like Stradalitter with their fancy suitcases. Suitcases just showcase wealth, and I can't stand being treated like I'm richer than everybody else. People just treat you differently. It's so phony.
That kid gets around too.
Especially in Ed Banky's old car. Ed Banky always let him borrow the car whenever he wanted.
Please stop. I don't even like to think about things like that. You know what would be really fun? We could skip school and go to New York for a few days. I would love to see the city, and you two could visit Phoebe and get away from school.
Phoebe would get a kick out of seeing me home early before Christmas break.
Great idea. I'm so lonely. We could go to a bar somewhere, and maybe the taxi driver will go and have a drink with us.
You can't take Phoebe to a bar. She's too young. Both of you are underage.
We could go to the museum, and maybe the zoo or the carousel. Phoebe and I used to love the zoo, and I really like the museum. All the exhibits are frozen and unchanging. I wish I didn't have to change or grow up. I wish I could still go to Allie's baseball games and watch him play. He wrote poems all over his left-handed mitt in green ink. He wrote on them so that he'd have something to read when he was in the field and nobody was up to bat.
I am going to wear my red hunting hat. It's the same color that Phoebe and Allie's hair. I miss Allie so much. As a tribute to Allie, I think I know what I want to do with my life.
What?
I am going to be Catcher in the Rye and save kids who are on the edge of becoming phony.
The adult world is full of phoniness. Hey, you know that duck pond that we've seen a bunch of times?
Yeah, what about it?
Where did the ducks go?
It's cyclic. They leave and go south every year and come back when it gets warm. But they always come back. Hey, don't you think that book we're reading, Romeo and Juliet, is cute? It's one of the only books I've found where I can connect to the characters.
I guess. I don't see what the big deal is with Romeo and Juliet, though. It was Mercutio who I thought was the best.
I agree. He was hilarious and never took Romeo too seriously.
He was also willing to fight for his family and his honor.
How could you say that? You're supposed to connect with Romeo and Juliet if the book is named that way. Either way, how could you not connect with them? They sacrificed themselves because of their love for each other.
It wasn't real love. No one actually believes in love at first sight. That's kid stuff.
But Romeo and Juliet died for each other.
What was that, Mr. Puffy? Mr. Puffy says that Mercutio died to protect Romeo, who was innocent in the struggles between the families. He died so that Romeo did not have to hurt anyone.
Yet, he did anyway. Romeo eventually grew up and realized that his ignoring the fight did not make it go away. He became as phony as everyone else. Mercutio's sacrifice was rendered worthless.
It's 2 against 1, we win,
Are you really going to be that childish?
Hey, I've been thinking, how about we not go home early and just stay in a hotel?
Sounds good.
What?
This way, we would not have to face Mom and Dad until they know.
But I want to see Phoebe.
There would be no point in going out to New York if we didn't visit Phoebe. There's no one else really worth talking to.
Fine. When we go, we can visit Phoebe.
Then it's all settled?
Yeah, we'll leave tomorrow.
Bye then.
This is Holden and Mr. Puffy signing off. Pew, pew.
Well, bye, I guess.
Pew, pew.